File that paperwork as soon as possible, and just so we're clear, I want trust for both Spencer and Elizabeth's child, okay?
Speaking as your attorney, that shouldn't be a problem.
And speaking as my aunt?
I tell you to take the paper, walk it over to the fireplace, throw it in there and burn it. Because the road to hell is paved with good intentions, especially if you're a Cassadine. By drawing up these papers, you are making both Elizabeth's baby and Spencer targets for Helena. Will most certainly interpret these trusts as a challenge.
Well, she's already drooling over the possibility of a Cassadine heir. Whatever I do or don't do really has no effect.
One can only hope.
Besides, you have assured me that those documents are sealed and confidential, and that there's no way she'll ever find them.
She's like the watcher in the water. She sees all.
What?
Oh, sorry. Molly's reading Lord of the Rings. It's this monster from Middle-earth, and it's this big, ugly, creepy thing with all these tentacles and big black beady eyes.
Okay. Well, somehow I think that Helena would take offense to that comparison.
How do you think the monster would feel? Look, if it happens in our family, trust me, she will find out about it.
Whatever. If Spencer and Elizabeth's child have financial independence, they don't have to rely on the Cassadine fortune, that's one less thing she can hang over them.
And one more thing she can use to gain control and use it as a tool of manipulation.
Well, what are you suggesting? That I don't do anything?
I think what you're doing is admirable.
Yet you question my motives.
Not all of them, just the one where you're hoping this will endear you to Elizabeth.
Lucky's made it very clear, no matter who the father is, he and Elizabeth are finished.
Does Elizabeth agree?
I know that she's struggling with it. I mean, you know, she's always been Lucky's girl. And I'm sure that's a hard thing for her to let go of. I do know that what I feel for her is real.
And what does Elizabeth feel?
I don't know. I'm not sure that she really knows right now. That's probably part of the reason why she's in Shady Brooks, is trying to sort through everything that's happened and gain some clarity. I'm going to give her the time and space that she needs, because I feel like what she and I could have together is worth waiting for.
Nikolas, I'm probably the last person that should be giving advice about love. Just ask my children. But in my experience, typically what starts out badly rarely ends well.
Look, the way I handled my feelings for Elizabeth, it was wrong. I admit that. And if I could do it all over again, I would have told Lucky from the very beginning what was happening. But all the lies and deceptions do not mean that my love for Elizabeth isn't real.
You want this baby to be yours.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what if it's Lucky's?
Won't change how I feel about Elizabeth.
It might change how Lucky feels about Elizabeth.
Look, the history between them is what has kept them together for so long, right? And Lucky, well, he says that he's let that go. And none of that matters, because Elizabeth is committed to one thing right now, and that's taking care of her children. That's it.
And you want this child to be yours, because if that's the case...
Yes, because maybe it could be a bridge to bring us together. I don't know. Look at you and Sonny.
What?
Well, I know you don't have a romantic involvement with him, but you do share Christina, right? And even with all your differences, you've been able to peacefully coexist together.
Listen to me. Sonny and I are not a situation to emulate on any level.
Maybe not. But your relationship has, at the very least, evolved to the point to where you can defend him against murder charges.
Oh, you heard about that?
Yeah, I did. Despite my tendency to be mired in my own drama, I still feel a responsibility to look out for the people that I love. 6 months ago, Molly came out here to remind me of that.
Is a perfect example. Rick and I barely speak to each other.
The bottom line, if Elizabeth's child ends up to be mine, we'll be in each other's lives forever. And I don't know, maybe, hopefully, when some time has passed, she'll see that we can be good together. Hi, have you seen Elizabeth? She's made it very clear that she didn't want me or Lucky hanging around. I just don't want to pressure her, so...
So what are you doing here?
I'll have a board meeting.
Well, Elizabeth's come and gone. If you want any more details than that, you need to talk to Dr. Scopio. She's the one that took her to Shady Brook.
Okay. Hey, she just said that you took Elizabeth back to Shady Brook. How is she?
She doesn't give herself enough credit.
Well, thank you for taking care of her.
Of course. Hey, hold on. Do you have a second?
Yeah, of course.
I just wanted to apologize to you. You confided in me a long time ago about how you felt about Elizabeth, and I should have encouraged you to be honest.
That was for me to figure out, not you. I regret that I didn't.
Yeah, but we all need a wake-up call. People who will help us see the facts, and I should have been there.
No. You did what any friend would do. You just listened to me. You didn't judge me. Elizabeth is very fortunate to have you in her corner.
Well, I'm in your corner too. Elizabeth feels like she's ruined her relationship with you and Lucky, both devastating losses to her.
Well, she hasn't lost me.
Unfortunately, she may not be able to accept your help. The only thing on her mind is just finding out who's the baby's father.
I want to be the first to know the results of Elizabeth's paternity test. Then I will decide what I want Nikolas and Lucky to know. Are we clear?
Absolutely.
You know the story of that woman that, lifted her car off the baby who was trapped?
Yes.
It's like Elizabeth, she gets her strength from her children. She's looking to them as an incentive to get well.
Yeah, well, once we know who the father is, and maybe we can all heal from this.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm not trying to pressure Elizabeth or anything, but I am hoping that things work out between us. Listen, I gotta go to my meeting, but thanks for looking out for Elizabeth. And me.
I thought you left for the day.
Yeah, I have a board meeting. Let's talk in the conference room here.
Okay.
Yeah, on second thought, the board members will be here any minute. Let's talk over here.
Okay.
So, are there any problems? Is everything okay?
No, I did exactly what you wanted, but I have to wonder about hospital policy.
Right.
Hey.
Hi.
I got stuck in surgery. Is Elizabeth still around?
No, she's back in Shady Brook. Robin gave her a ride back there.
How's she doing?
I have no idea. She didn't want Lucky or me here for the test, so...
Excuse me. Epiphany, you have a minute?
Sure. Is this about your patient in recovery?
No, I was just checking on Mr. Tilson. He's doing fine. I was curious if you saw Elizabeth when she was here earlier.
Yeah, just for a minute, but she seemed fine. The paternity test went well. There's no complications.
Good. Well, thanks for the update. I'm gonna go see how she's doing.
Okay.
I sent the paternity test samples to an independent lab.
Good. And it's essential that I get a backup test.
Okay, I don't know all the details, but don't you think this is a little extreme?
Well, one can never be too sure when my family is concerned.